Not long ago, ships carrying Ukrainian grain to global markets were a regular sight sailing through Istanbul's Bosphorus waterway. But not anymore. With Russia's naval blockade of Ukraine, the world's fifth largest grain supplier, prices are hitting record levels, threatening turmoil.
Lebanon's 2020 wheat import, 75% from Ukraine. And wheat is something like this, like if you want to go buy wheat right now, you will pay lots of money and maybe you won't find to buy it. So like in a country like Lebanon, where there is already financial crisis, you'll have major crisis.
The threat of a global food crisis is prompting some NATO countries to intervene. Discussions between Russian Foreign Minister Sergey Lavrov and Turkish officials are due to focus in part on creating a Black Sea corridor to allow Ukrainian grain to access world markets. Ankara says such a deal averts the risk of confrontation between NATO and Russia, given Russia's strong naval presence in the Black Sea. But there is skepticism over Russia's commitment to easing the grain crisis, with analysts saying Moscow could be using it as leverage. If Ukrainian grain remains trapped, analysts say Ankara will face growing pressure to give NATO warships access to the Black Sea through Istanbul's Bosphorus waterway, which Turkey administers under the International Montreux Convention.
Technically and legally, the straits are close to the warships of the two belligerents, Ukraine and Russia. The others, Turkey has asked them kindly not to send any warships. So at one point, Turkey will be presented with a demand, either by NATO or by a NATO member, to send warships into the door. So, Turkey's options are really narrowing in the context of Russian-Ukrainian war.
But analysts say Turkey is determined to prevent new protagonists from entering the Black Sea and expanding the war.
It also doesn't want to see escalation of the insecurity situation by bringing in new forces like the NATO forces to balance the Russian, because the calculation is that would inevitably create more dangerous situation for own Turkish security and also for the regional security.
Ankara is well aware of how much Moscow wants to keep the Bosphorus close to NATO ships, giving Turkey powerful leverage over Russia. Dorian Jones of VOA News, Istanbul.